Ladies and gentlemen. Direct.
You are now rocking with the best. Hoops and Hip Hop with Coach Carter on the White Label Radio Network.
What's up, y'all? It is your boy, Coach Carter, a.k.a. Ep.11. Hoops and Hip Hop is the podcast. White Label Radio is the network. And we're back with another episode. This is episode 11. And I'm here with the legend.
Wow.
The legend, the West Coast street ball legend, Nick, the owner, operator, creator of the Venice Basketball League. Is that your title?
Yeah. To some might defer, but I appreciate the warm intro. It's an honor, a privilege, a blessing to be sitting next to some that would consider another legend. So
I appreciate that.
Coming from one to no one that paved the way and done so many things in so many different realms.
I love it. Thank you.
In hip-hop and basketball, and then merging the lessons of hip-hop into the basketball training. So
I appreciate that.
It's real, and it's
we go way back.
It's a little bit past due. Also, we've been talking about chopping it up for a minute.
Yeah, we've been chopping for a minute. We've got about 10 years in or so.
Yeah,
I met you when I was at Hall of Fame on Fairfax.
That's right.
Hall of Fame had a team in the VBL.
Shout out to Hall of Fame. That's right.
2-time champions. They went back to back.
2-time champion, won technically the same year. They won the season, and then we do a tournament called the World Games.
Okay.
Where we bring other teams from World. So they doubled down that same year.
Okay. 2-time champion.
Yeah.
But we've been rocking ever since. I would bring my son out there for the youth days and stuff, and then.
I want to say he won the dunk contest too. Didn't you some play? We had a Aaron Gordon dunk fest. Did he even take part of it?
He was there for the youth part of it.
Youth dunk contest.
Yeah, he was there for that part of it, but he wasn't. I remember the picture. He's actually in the picture of Aaron Gordon. Like it was dope. And one thing I will appreciate about you is that you're always giving back to the community. So let's take it all the way back to young Nick, the origin story. You know, you ever look at like Marvel comics and the origin story, like where this villain came from or where this superhero came from.
That kryptonite called basketball.
Exactly.
How basketball found me.
So where you from?
I was born in San Francisco. My parents are French. I was raised in a small town outside of Paris, La Sainte-Saint-Cloud.
So you was born in
dabbled
Frisco, and then you moved to Paris?
Paris when I was 2.
Okay.
Both of my parents are French. So landed as a pup, barely could walk into a very foreign environment of where the origin story was. And, like every other kid, soccer. That's all we talk about, football.
Yes.
It's France. We got Zinedine Zidane, Jean-Pierre Papin. So many greats, right? And you're living next to Paris Saint-Germain, one of the most iconic clubs of all time. So that's what all the kids play. It's football. That's what's in every park. That's the sport that people play. So I discovered football. I was tall. I was about 6'1" till I was like 11 years old.
Okay.
Taller than all the kids. So
you were 6'1" at 11?
Yeah, I became like the designated goalie, right? So,
because you had the
guy,
long, yes,
like, we'll put him over there.
Yeah.
Like, not that much action happening
You're
there,
just sitting
right?
there waiting, right?
And you kind of like stop. Sometimes they cheer you, and then you become the victim, and you get scored on.
Yeah.
So I'm at recess. The only basketball court in my city is inside a schoolyard. The way most courts are made, even around the world till this day, you go to Mexico and most places in Europe, it's terrain de sport. It's multi-sport. So it's a basketball court dubbed as a soccer cage,
volleyball,
handball,
everything.
It has 100 game lines.
Yeah. It's just a goal on the wall,
and it's
or whatever.
a goal above the soccer cage. So everybody's like, that's the popular sport. We play football, soccer. That's what we call it at the time. And then somebody scores a goal, and you play till recess rings. Somebody scores, and then it's recess, and you're like upset. So I grab the ball and I look at that hoop, and it's standing like 8.5 feet, 9 foot. I don't know, but I dunked that thing off. And I'm like, from now on, we're playing basketball. And they look at me like I'm crazy, but they're like, that was a kind of like definite motivation. So we started playing basketball, reset with a soccer ball. bear in mind this is 94,
Okay.
95,
Yep.
and there's no basketball on TV. There's no basketball in magazines. Basketball is irrelevant to culture in general. There's no Tony Parker, right? Like until until TP makes it to the NBA, there's no success story of basketball. It's the sixth sports behind badminton and rugby
and then the Dream Team didn't like.
Dream Team 92 is just there's a spark, right? People are talking, but it's just images, right?
Yeah.
So it's Michael Jordan.
But after that, nobody came and put courts up or whatever. It kind of did that
took
thing,
a minute,
and then
and that's Barcelona, right? So we're in France. It's still like a whole other country. There's no European Union yet, right? It's like France, Spain. We're each doing our own thing.
So it's taking its time to get to you.
It's taking that time. So we dunk the ball. I catch a feeling. I tell my mom, it's like, I love basketball. Like, we need to put a court in the yard. We go to, I don't know what it's called, Decathlon. It's like the Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay, the Sporting Goods store.
And we buy it. There's a Chicago Bulls backboard, and we buy it and we mount it on a 4x4. We actually proper dig, buy a 4x4 post, dig it out, and we got a basketball court on top of a gravel parking lot. And my journey for basketball was born right there. I had nobody to play with. I had a dog named Duke who was this Labrador dog, and he loved the ball, so I'd play one-on-one.
Oh, you cross him over?
And then throw fakes, instantly, like, it's natural. I haven't seen any basketball yet. I'm just experiencing it, with the soccer ball and this goal that I have in my yard, and this dog that's, like, obsessed with ball. And, we build this bond, and I get real creative with this, what basketball means to me, because I'm creating my own rules.
Yeah.
And shortly after, we started a team. There's like it's like you play every season for the school. It's like for 2 months is soccer, 2 months is volleyball, 2 months, and we got this 2 months of basketball. Yeah. And I took my school that never had a basketball team to the nationals that same year.
Okay.
And then it was like, that's all I could.
And this was elementary school.
It's a 30-year love story. This is elementary school.
Okay. And then fast forward to high school. Did you play in high school?
I played high school. When you fast forward from 12 to like making my way to nationals to having I had 2 licenses. So I would play in the suburbs on the Saturday and then in the city on Sunday. So I had like 2, different licenses. You have to have license to play.
You did?
Yeah. So
okay.
I had like 2 Spark. It was kind of like a fake license.
Okay.
This other coach got a hold of me. Is like, I want to start a team. I need you to run the team. I was like, okay, he made me a license.
So you had 2 licenses.
So I could play 2 games a week. In France, you don't play. Even if you play on a good club, you practice once or twice a week, and it's all fundamentals, pass, catch, shoot. So I wasn't developed a little bit the right way, but I loved the game, and I played every second I could. I had the hoop above my door. I'd put Nirvana on blast or enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. And
right.
And I'd dunk for hours. I'd dunk for hours and then, made a little bit of noise. 14 years old, I come back to the U.S. after like 12 years.
Oh, so you moved back to the U.S.
Not even moved. I just came for a summer trip with my father and my brothers.
Got you.
And there was a basketball camp, so my dad signed me up for this first ever basketball camp experience, and I'm
culture shock.
Yeah, bro. I'm like thrown in, and Oreos, Chips Ahoy, pancake mix, just all these things. Is like everything that you love, and it's like there's a theater with Michael Jordan playground, like all of the classic. Tim Hardaway there was like the nastiest crossover tape VHS.
Yeah, the VHS. Yes, I remember it. Come fly with me, Michael Jordan.
Come fly with me, yes. So I'm watching this is all discovery, and there's 1,000 kids in the gym, and we're playing basketball from 6 a.m. till 7 p.m. And I'm playing up because I don't speak English, and the only coach that spoke English, I'm 12, has the 15U kids or 16Us. So I'm playing like kids that are 3 years older than me.
How tall now?
I'm 13. I'm 6'2".
Okay.
But I'm skinny. I'm like
but you're tall enough to pass the eye test.
I could touch the rim, and I had a good shot, and I had a good feel and run for the game. And I caught my first dunk that summer.
Oh, really?
I think it was in the big country was kind of sitting in the lane, caught a little lean tip jam off of his back, and I went from who the hell is this French weird kid to like everybody at the table
Yeah.
and being the coolest kid, and like coach taking notice of me, and I'm like, yeah, America would be good, we like French players here.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
So I came back the next year, and I trained as hard as I could, met some coaches, and this is how I got linked up on the kind of high school circuit. First year I moved here, I was 16 years old. Went to a French school called Lycée Français.
Where at?
On Overland.
Out here in LA.
Western
Okay,
LA.
yes,
That's my
okay.
first year where I officially moved. I came 3 summers in a row to San Francisco. Then I discovered LA. I discovered Venice Beach again.
Yeah.
No English. Who's got next? And just discovering the Hooper's paradise, like endless courts from sunrise past sunset.
Yeah.
Right? This idea that we could play all day, and everybody was gonna come through, and you don't have to like plan it out.
Yeah.
And you could just hoop.
You just show up and
Just
people
hoop.
hoop from all over the world, but show up there.
Literally sunrise to sunset. So there
Yeah.
was like 2 catalysts, that camp and discovering Venice, to where like now my mind is blown, and all I'm thinking for this next 350 days, I'm like, when are we going back to the States?
So you ended up moving here, and 16, you said?
I ended up moving here at
Was
16.
it
I was getting in trouble. You're going to like these stories because, like, as a French kid, my parents are very eclectic, a lot of music influence. My brother's a skater. My brother's a graffiti artist.
Okay.
My brother's a DJ.
Okay.
So I'm picking up,
Is your
scratching
mom in the
turntables.
videos making the hoops with you?
Originally,
Who's the older lady?
No,
The older lady.
That's my aunt, adoptive mom.
Okay,
Like,
okay. I was about to
she's
say.
the hoop bus mom.
Yes. I've seen her like
Yeah.
helping you make hoops and out of
Yes.
flower pots and stuff. Yes.
Yes, that's later in the story. But like,
Okay, yeah.
at that moment, I'm just like involved in a lot of like skating, graffiti, and I'm involved in a lot of different cultures.
And Venice is the place for
And-
all that.
and I see
It's
all
the
of
melting pot for everything
But-
you just named.
But meanwhile, I'm in France getting arrested, and
Oh,
my
shoot.
mom's picking me up at the police station, spending all night in the train painting, and they're like, well, I didn't know you was doing it. I thought you was sleeping at the homie's house. And I'm like, well, actually, what happened was... And then she was like, then she started listening to me. She's like, I need to leave France because there's no future for me here. That's the way I was. I
Yeah.
felt very trapped. Asphyxie was my get up. And I was like, asphyxiated. I don't want to be here anymore. I need to go back where I come from and where basketball is abundant and basketball is all day.
Yeah.
And so, we moved to LA and spent a quick year at
So
at
your
Lycée
mom
Français.
really listened to you and moved.
Yes.
That's
Full
dope.
sacrifice. She gets all.
That's
all
dope.
of
I mean, honestly,
all of the credit.
moms get the most props because, I mean,
She's
like
real.
she chased your dream with you.
Shout out to all
Early.
the basketball moms
Yes.
that do all of that sacrifice. There's some basketball dads in the mix, but I think it's mostly mothers. Really.
Oh, yeah, the moms. You go to the AAU
Really-
tournaments, they're driving to
really
Orange County
pouring
and driving to
and
Texas or whatever. Yeah, so yeah.
It's insane amount of dedication.
Yeah,
And
moms are legit. So moms picked up and moved you to
And like
LA.
we're coming to LA. We're going to give it a shot for a year. And go to a French school, break all the records. I'm averaging 40 points a game. We don't even have a gym to practice in. They sent us these like wonderful PDFs and like, come play for Lycée Français, like
They
the most
hustled you, they-
prestigious. Yeah, they're like, where the fuck is Lennon, where's the gym?
Yeah.
And all we had was like a caged up basketball court with chain nets, and they were like 9 foot. So
Yeah.
just go dunk on everybody. And everybody's wearing uniforms, and you're playing like all the private schools, New Roads and all,
Yeah.
who was in that district. It's the worst district in LA. And we dominate. And then I get a hold of Fairfax and Hollywood High School.
Okay.
And they both kind of like pitched for me to go play there. Obviously, Fairfax, Craig
Story
Smith,
program,
Evan
yes.
Burns. I have seven D1 players on my graduating class that year.
Wow.
I decided to go to Fairfax. Coach Kitani, gave me the little shout out, Coach Kitani.
Okay.
He was a big motivator, and so he told me it's my senior year. I'm like, Fairfax, rich pedigree, NBA scouts. I got the number 3 player in the country, Evan Burns. I go to the tryout. I kill it. It's 150 kids in the gym. We're playing 3-on-3 half court in a small gym, sweaty.
Yeah.
I'm the only white kid in the thing. My English is still very limited. Hit the first 2 jump shot. Pump fake, 1 dribble, Billy Ho style.
Yeah.
The coaches from Boston College is there, and it's Craig Smith on the floor. It's Evan Burns. It's Joshua Blunt. Everybody's
they come to look
above
for
the-
them.
It's 6'7".
Of
It's
course,
like
yeah.
These dudes are grown men. I'm still, I got a little height. I got a jumper, but this is grown man business. Like,
Yes.
everybody
Yes.
above the rim. Like,
Yes.
I think Evan goes baseline, does a 360 dunk. You know, it's one of those rotating gyms, so the base is not fixed. So when you dunk, the rim
goes,
swings.
Yes.
And so he just slaps the whole backboard against the wall.
Oh, shit.
And so you got to take a couple of minutes to process. And it's like, all right. And yeah, they gave me an offer. And then, you know, it's like I'm the last dude on the bench. I'm like 9th or 10th man. I'm like, damn, we beating teams by 100 points with full court pressing. Like, press. I'm like, coach, we up by 90. Come on. Yeah, trying to get. Can I get a clip? Like, you know,
Can I get in for a little bit now?
Yeah, it's like, let me get in. But it's like, even when you get in, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, no, we got to beat him by 120. Like,
Yeah.
shout out Coach Kitana.
What year was
bro.
that?
That's 2002. So I'm the graduating class of that. They try to hold me back, and they were like, well, you should try to do high school in a couple of years. In my mind, I'm delusional. I already know I'm homies with Steve Lavin, who's coaching at UCLA. Not homies, but I'm a product of Lavin camps in the Bay.
Yeah, yes.
So I'm already thinking, because I know Lavin and I play in the skin. I'm going to UCLA. I'm for sure. I was always very delusional where my game was at, even though he's not giving me a shot. But that's when I really discovered playground basketball culture. So after practice, we finished at 5. I spent the next 4 hours at the park, Poinsettia Park, Penn Pacific. I saw Penn Pacific being built in front of my eyes, right? Yeah. They used to have the back of Penn Pacific where it was dunk court. They had the low rims on the other side.
Yep. I've been there.
So Penn Pacific was that, and then we saw the gym being built with the 2 gyms, and that became my whole life from like 2002 to 2006. Is like, I often talk about these were the glory days. It's just like pick up the homies, go to a park, discover a new court on the map, right? Go to that court, win 10. Any court you go to in the city, right? Like we went Lemon Grove over there on the east side, as far as East LA, all the way to Venice.
How sad are you that the youth of today don't have that experience? Because I did the same thing. I would be in Venice. I'd be in Manhattan Beach. I'd be in Redondo Beach. I'd be East LA. I'd be Westwood.
Everywhere you pull up to, you driving through, they're hooping. And you just pull over, right? This traffic hour, it's 4 o'clock. Let me pull over.
I stayed with gear in the trunk.
Yeah, getting stuck in the 4 or 5. Let me go get a couple runs in. Like,
now you go by a park, there's nobody there.
There's nobody there.
It's
Yeah,
sad.
I'm sad for myself.
Yeah.
I'm
You still want to go hoop, huh?
Yeah, it's like he would just stop and just catch a vibe. It's just like it's the community around playground culture.
Yes,
I think that I fell in love with. And then when I reflect on it, obviously I wanted to hoop then, but what I fell in love with is the conversations on the court, this how genuine, this open door policy, and you're hooping with a 70-year-old cat and you're playing with a kid.
Yeah.
And you got to earn your respect, right?
It was the hub of the city. You knew if you got respect on that court, you can walk through any hood without any trouble.
Correct.
I remember being in the projects, Jordan Downs, and going hoop there, whatever,
right.
And they ran up on me, had my sneakers in my hand, and they said, "No, that's a little homie that
hoop." You
hoop.
just came to pickup game, right?
I was just going to hoop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little homie that hoop. And my mom would be worried about me wearing red or whatever, and I said, "No, I'm playing basketball." And they said, "Oh, that's the little homie that hoop. Oh, he good." So then I would go to Venice or whatever and be there all day long just hooping, And that was the beauty of that. And kids don't have that now.
That's a universal tool. That's a universal language.
Yes.
And it's really like to the U.S. because like I'm traveling a lot now. We'll skip track in a minute. Like it's like I've been traveling all over the world on this like quest for like the holy grail of basketball. So I've been to 35 countries and I always like look for clues. If it's like Paris, for example, even in the middle of the winter, if it's not like pouring rain, there's people at the park hooping, and it's like. I mean, the American youth is in trouble a little bit. But, I mean, hey, it's easy to change, man. Call up a few homies if you're watching this right now.
Right? Just call them up and let's go.
You got kids. You're one of our guys from my generation. Like, it's a little bit of my job now. I look back, I'm like, yo, we've been keeping street ball alive at Venice for the last 2 decades. Like, what are we doing about
100%.
The problem right now? You got a kid, right? Like.
But that's why I brought my boys to
4 or 5 guys to be like, let's take it. There's a park down the street.
Yeah.
Like
that's why I brought my boys to play at your spot to see the element and say, "Oh wow, look at this." They were so shook. They were so like out of the. But I said, this is what we did on a regular basis, and you can do that. You said, get your homies and go to local park and go hoop.
Where we practice? You know? I ain't got no trainer. I ain't got no gym. No. I ain't got the shoes. I ain't got the.
Get you a rubber basketball and take your old Jordans and go hoop, you know?
And that's the beauty, and that's the humility, that's the humble beginning. That's where you spark that love in the driveway, and I think, like, that's where basketball culture, I think, in the U.S. more than anywhere else is, like, really twisted, and it's like it's a little bit forced upon, and it's within boundaries and a control system, and, like, everything is very, like, sterile at this point, you know? So you're like, you got to learn, I have kids now. You have kids. I'm sure you let them grow into it. It's like, you see, I love basketball, but, like, I'm not going to push it on
my daughter right now, you see a little hoop over there. She has a little hoop in here, but she's in here just running around, kicking the ball around. I'm like, I want her to play tennis, tell you the truth.
Yeah, I heard that.
Individual sport, they make a lot more money, but
that's the plan you have for them. But what I love about, like, when I reflect on why this love is so genuine and why I haven't given up on that dream 30 years later is, like, it's something that was, like, true to me. There was no outside influence. That was just like, that was my thing that I found.
It was
like,
pure.
There was not my mom, not my brother, no TV, no magazine. And you still see it in places where I have less access to, like, TV and internet, where how much more pure the game is and the joy of community, of play. And it's like, you know, everybody come, what's in it for me? Clips, who's going to be there? You got to ask 1,000 questions. Yeah. Can we just go?
Let's go play. Let's go play.
So that was the foundation of, like, the league that we built.
Did you go to college?
I'm a JUCO reject. I did spend about 4 or 5 years around the junior college scene. I first went to SMC.
I was there too. I went to SMC as well too.
Yeah, I was a red shirt first year. We were really good. I mean, playing JUCO in LA in the early 2000s.
Was Coach Mack your coach?
Mack, yeah,
Coach Mack's my coach. I was there in 93.
Serious? Did you get some burn out there a little bit?
No, heck no.
Yeah, it's
I was a red shirt. He had City Player of the Year.
Yeah. Creme de la creme.
All the city the top 10.
Yeah, it's all D1s. Yeah, all bad grades that are selfish.
Exactly.
Pass the ball.
We had 12 guys on the team. It was 7 of them was all Division I bounce back because they couldn't have the grades. I was there. I was there, so I didn't play.
Yeah, you and I share that same love story, right? And I think the rejection of not making it sometimes is the success of seeing everyone around us, because it's like, well, maybe I didn't even get a fair chance to even prove what I had to give on that court. Give me like 15 minutes, one game, and see what I could do over the course of that. Yeah. Look at the stat line. But didn't give me a chance. Then I went to Glendale. It was a little bit more realistic. Okay. Tore my ACL in practice. Damn. And then the Rocky Balboa, like, training began. It was like, it's 2003. There's, like, you know, ACL is bad news. It's like,
at that time, it wasn't no, like,
he's done.
It was the end of your career story, yes. Now guys turn the ACL back in 9 months.
So, first doctor said, what else you want to do is your life? I'm like, I'm ready to beat his ass up. And then we go to the next doctor. He says it more politely, and he's like, I mean, we can. How serious are you about your recovery? And I'm like, I like the way you're thinking. Yeah. And I'm just on the treadmill, and I'm just training in that horrible rec center at Glendale College. I mean, not glamorous at all, man. Yeah. Taking that drive every day. But, got recovered, signed up for a swimming class, did a lot of yoga. I was practicing yoga every day. I would swim a half a mile every day. Came back, full extendo windmills. Went back to SMC. And then at this point, I'm already DJing. I'm throwing parties. I'm all over the scene. I'm living nightlife.
Life took over, huh?
And I'm just, like, hooping, but I'm like, I'm already understanding. Politics of basketball is
one foot in, one foot out.
It's boring. It's like military service. Yeah. Everybody on the line. We're going to run 7 miles, and then nobody can walk the next day. And It's just like, I love basketball, but, like, y'all just take it a little too serious, and then you're taking the fun out of it.
It's a 7-man rotation. The other 7 guys don't play at all.
Yeah, and otherwise I'm just like, you know, what am I doing this for? I'm like, all right, I like the military. I got the training that I needed. I got the discipline that I needed. I'm going to go to Venice. Yeah. No coach, no ref, and I'm going to play my game, and I'm going to invite everybody to come through. I've already been going all around the playgrounds. I got a Rolodex of 100-something hoopers. Uh-huh. And I'm like, bring your best team. And we'll throw a little one-day tournament at Venice Beach, $50 to get in, $500.
That's how the VBL started?
That's how it began. $50, win $500, Bone Collector, Sick With It, Doug Thomas, Spin Master, like all these dudes that I kind of heard about. I never met these dudes. I only know playground cats. Like these are like bona fide legends. Keith Kloss, right?
Yes,
like he's out of the league like 2 years.
Keith Kloss.
I got to do that chicken.
7'5", whatever, right?
Like, how the hell you found out about my little tournament? It was called Sunshine Baller Tournament back in the day.
Okay.
And they pulled up. It was chaos. You know, my mom doing registration, my aunt's from out of town. You know, I'm getting
this is a movie
and threatened and like, this is crazy. I lost money. I'm like lost sleep, and we got smacked first round, like 3 in a row. We lose. I thought I had the supreme team, and then I coming off of that. I'm digesting it. I'm looking at the footage. And I'm like, this is so dope. Like we got to do this every weekend next summer. So now I applied for the permit, and then we started a league format. We went from pickup game to tournament to a league, and
How did you handle the politics of Venice Beach?
Man, it's been tough, man. The mean streets of Venice, bro.
Because I remember I did graffiti for a long time. I was in Venice, and if you didn't know somebody from there,
it's a lot.
The shorelines or the threat is gonna
you get
shake your pockets.
You get tested, but again, to your point earlier, it's like you play ball, like you staying within the realm of basketball.
Yeah.
You play a certain way. Like I trash talk a lot. I learned how to tone down the trash talk
a little bit. Yes.
a little bit. I was like, because I started, so I'm mimicking what these dudes are doing. So I'm like, well, that's the way you got to play when you play here. And I'm like, all right, maybe I'm not the one.
Yeah.
It's a privilege that you can earn. So I had to learn the hard way: sucker punch, back punch, mean elbow, knocked up, knocked down.
Yeah.
Tooth falling off, stitches to the head. So it was a hard-headed lesson over multiple encounters. But then you learn that it's like, once I got to Venice, it's just basketball. And then once I'm done hooping, I'll go surf or, like, jump in the ocean.
And what about the business side of things? I know because you started your league and you started to make money. I'm sure the Venice locals.
Yeah, no, but there was no business at first. It was skins and shirts for 2 years. Then it was, like, T-shirts. For the first 10 years, maybe the biggest sponsor I had was, shout out to Record Surplus.
Okay. Yeah,
Record Surplus on Pico.
On Pico,
what's
yes.
my dog's name?
Yes. Yeah. That was the spot.
Gave me like $400, like year 6, and I'm DJing at the time, so I'm spending $300-$400 a week
at his spot. Right? You give him that money back, huh?
Me to the side, and he's like, he goes to the cash register in the back room, and he pulls like $350 or $400, and he wants 2 banners. I'm about to spend $200 making the banners, so I got $200 left. He's like, remember, God's watching. I was like, what you doing? I just dropped like $1,200 on records this month.
Yeah.
And like that was our first sponsor. In Sawa Cafe, we'd give out free food. Like the first 8-9 years, there was no business.
Yeah,
it was just we throwing a party at the course. I'm inviting other homies that DJ. DB's on the mic. We switching whistles. Mike D. Yeah. Everyone's volunteers, bro. Like. We don't have rankings or standings. It's like whoever's gonna punk the ref is the hardest is gonna win.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you getting teched out. Like who's gonna enforce the tech? It was like, it was a little bit of structure to the madness, but it was still as street as it gets. And we never had to do it because also we have a youth league. So the Shoreline kids, all the kids are invited. We have a free program for kids. So.
And that's one thing I will give him.
That's the thing. It's like it was all-inclusive program. So what you're going to be mad at is like there's no you seeing that it's from the heart, it's genuine, and it's year after week, and it's week after week. We busting kids in.
Yeah.
Everyone's chipping in their energy and their love and their passion they have into it, and it's open door policy. You want to be a part of it, you can be a part of it.
I will say that about Venice. Venice is a dope community because the reason why they're so like on people about coming in is because they don't want people stealing their mojo. But if you're planting seeds and participating, then they're all for it.
Correct.
And if you're helping their kids and whatnot, and I learned that when I used to go there. I would catch the bus from Inglewood to Venice every Saturday morning. Leave my house at 8 a.m., call my homies up, who want to go? Oh, you don't want to go? I'm by myself.
Yeah.
On the bus, 8 a.m. to about 3 or 4.
The list. You remember Milton that had the list? You had to sign up
Yes.
on the list to
Yep.
get on. And everything.
Yep. I got to the point to where I would go there and I wouldn't even play on the full court
Yeah,
because it
3
was
on
so
3,
much.
yeah,
I
yeah.
would just go on the other court, play 3 on 3
too.
with the random surfers or whatever,
yeah.
just so I can hoop.
Still a good bump though.
Yeah,
Like
oh, yeah,
Larry, the
yeah.
OGs
Without
will
a
give
doubt.
you a run.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yes, yes.
Without a doubt.
The
And that's-
3-on-3 bump used to be legendary at the
And I was
beach, yeah.
14 on the bus.
Yeah.
So when I got back to high school, it was like, oh, this is nothing.
Grown man.
And I was talking so much trash.
Yes.
They was like, ref would be like, what? Like,
Who's
shut up.
going?
Like, I was talking so much Venice Beach trash, man. It was
Yeah.
dope to
It's
have
true.
that. But I found
True.
my voice. I found my
True.
voice being in Venice.
Really? Wow. That's it.
I found my voice.
That's a good story.
I was the only child, and I found my voice through basketball and going to Venice
Find
because
your voice, find your peace, right? Find
Yeah.
your home. I
'Cause
think for me, right?
you had to
It's
sink
a
or swim.
homecoming once you
Yeah.
get there. You're like, oh, the clock stops. I'm here all day. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not looking at anything else
Yeah.
but like what's in front of me. Like,
and it's sink or swim. It's like, okay, if you don't play, it's because you didn't stand up for yourself to get on that court.
right.
So when I went home to my neighborhood, I'm like, this is nothing. You guys
That's
are.
right. That's
So
right.
yeah, it was great. So
That's right. That my first experience at Venice was 14 too, and same thing. You learn the hard way.
yeah,
And
you
it's
sit
like
there for hours.
and you're tested. How much do you really love this? Like,
Yeah.
are you willing to put up through the injury, the bruises? Like, it's really like the basketball is the greatest teacher, man.
100%. It saved my life, and I'm sure
Wow.
you can say the same thing about you as
Yes,
well
sir.
too.
Yes, sir.
So now we look at VBL. So first 10 years, not much money is being had, and then we fast forward to when did I meet you? I want to say it was probably 2014, 2013, like that.
Yeah, I think Adidas was the first. Like,
It was Reebok.
wow, we had Reebok sponsored the jerseys for Hall of Fame.
Okay.
It's been a little all over the place. We had Peak one year.
Yes.
Like, let's keep it real. Like, as much as like VBL is a labor of love. Like, there's no money in the world that would justify. Like, the amount of work that we're putting in as a team to put together this league.
Yeah.
Everything that we've done has been reinvested into
Yes,
the product,
of course.
into the elevation, into the talent, into flying people in from all around the world to experience what we're doing. So it's like the business format, I don't even know how you can even replicate something like, it's like, once the season's over, you got to get a job. Same thing for most leagues that, you look around the world, like Dykeman, Rucker, these are city employees. Like the Drew League, same thing.
Yeah, they have
we
regular
all
jobs.
have
yes.
jobs
Yeah.
outside of the summer. Nobody's out here retiring or like, but I think the catalyst was like Adidas coming in, right? Because they started bringing in athletes.
Yeah.
They paid for the uniforms. And it was at this point, it was like year 13, and it was like, oh, well, can we get in for some uniforms? And I'm like, no. And then when you flex, you think this is the price.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're like, all
yeah.
right, well, I thought I was going to hire an agency to come run your thing. You don't need an agency? I was like, no, what are we going to need an agency for? What are they going to do for us?
Yeah,
they don't know how we operate.
Give me that agency money.
Yeah, give
I'm
us
the-
to us,
I'm the
and we're going to
agency.
operate, and we're going to
Yes.
reinvest in our community. So Adidas came on, and I think they elevated, and I think it's like brick by brick, but, it's still that same narrative in LA. It's like we don't play outside. As much as, like, we broke the stigma, and we come from that era where people still did after 2003, 4,
No,
5,
it was over.
6, 7, N1 mixtape tour's over.
Yeah, it's over.
No, that's not real ball. All of the stigma of, like,
And then AAU started to get popular
Yeah.
as well too. So then, of course, now
Yeah.
these kids are now indoors, air-conditioned gyms.
and I think
Pretty sneakers
I
and
think
stuff.
the weed got too strong too. People just
Yeah.
smoked out too much. It's
Too
too
much
much
chilling.
weed smoking, and we like smoking. Can we play? Like, I remember like you had to tuck away to go smoke. Now,
Yeah.
Now it's just like you smoke 2, play 1, and it's like, like I know that's part of the medicating of the street ball, right? You're playing, you're taking concrete, and I have no problem with that. But I'm trying to think of like what are the trigger that like why are people not why are the courts dead? Like,
Yeah.
we're playing in LA, it's sunny 365.
Yeah, it's
like,
always
what
sunny.
you need a membership for? Like, you could play in your backyard.
But it's-
Like, we all got
yeah.
parks. Like, what? How is it not the routine that you finish work and you go to the park with your family? You got a kids' playground. Your kids can
Yep.
jump around. I'm trying to picture my days now, right? Because
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
I take my daughter to the park all the time. There's a court right here. Like,
Every-
why
every
can't you
park
just
has
be
one.
like, oh, you get 5 dads? Like, okay,
Yeah.
one mom, y'all over here. We go
Yeah.
hoop over here. Our kids can hoop. So I think that my reflection that this last week specifically was like, how do we respark these like smaller community groups to get back to that feeling in that era? Because it's the most nostalgic, and there's no money in the world that's going to justify you putting a street ball league that comes with this insane level of nonsense of just like the biggest, greatest egos of all time, right? You talked about playing JUCO and these D1 rejects. I'm like, I'm in the NBA. All these things, they're in the NBA. So now you got this VBL. That's your NBA. And it's like, it's dope. It's fun. I'm 42 years old. Like,
but now you got.
I'm good with where the VBL is at. Now we got the hoop bus, and that's where the joy and the respark of like where we come from. It's like that's where the root of this creation came from. Yeah, and that's on fire right now. So. And
you have Puma now is a partner as well too.
Puma's a 5-year partner of the VBL.
Okay.
But let's segue into the hoop bus because I think that's where we like crack the code of like the streets.
So the hoop bus. Where did the idea come from?
It comes from God, man. It comes from the guiding angels that surround us every day. It comes from...
You're such a Venice guy right now.
Nah, bro.
That's a Venice answer.
I mean, it's the spirit of the game, bro, that's led. It's you're looking at all of the clues, and it's like, yeah, of course, man. I'm trying to give credit of, like, where...
Who said, you know what, let's put a basketball court on
the people demanded it. The people demanded it. It was always, like, people came to Venice on Sundays and were like, I wish this was happening in our city. Can you guys bring this to us?
I'm saying the original hoop bus that you've had.
But, that's the demand. So you listen to these people are like, yo, I wish this... So you start exporting. We in minivans. We in cars. We car loading with Mamadou in the 6'7". We 10 in a truck, right? We traveling to Mexico. We exported VBL to China, Japan, Mexico, France. We touring to Arizona. We playing in tournaments. West Coast Pro League, right? I got a Pro-Am team. I have Frank Nitti on my team.
Yes.
Joe, like, we had, like, monster teams. So we're traveling places. We're stuck. We cramped up in cars. I'm like, I spent $7,000 on rentals last year. I'm like, let's get a bus, like, and let's put a hoops on it. And then it's like, yo, that's a good idea.
Okay.
My friends are like, oh, that's a good idea. And we bounced that back for a few years. And my boy Elliot, shout out Elliot Robinson, had a account at Dunk at the time. He owns the at Dunk account that he's had since he's 15 years old.
Okay.
He comes from Sweden.
Okay.
And he's worked with Gary Vaynerchuk and this social media guru. And he's like, yo, this hoop bus idea, we got to do it. I got a platform. We'll push it through social media. We'll do a Kickstarter campaign. We put it out. I'm like, yo, I'm Nico Elliott. We got this idea of putting a hoop on the bus. Here's the design, like very simple drawing. Yeah. This is a bus. This is a hoop. We're gonna travel it with our friends and bring basketball everywhere. Put it out in the world. Slow donations. I'm like, hey, what's up? I got this idea.
Yeah.
We get to like 15,000. We're $10,000 short. Some dude called me from England. Shout out to Jack if you're watching this. And he's like, I see you guys at $10,000 short on your campaign. I witnessed VBL. I come from England. It's the greatest basketball show I've ever seen. He's a wheelchair basketball player. He's playing on a wheelchair. He rolled up to Venice 3 years before that. I've been watching you guys ever since. I'm your biggest fan. I got money. I see what you guys doing. Why are you doing it? Next day, send the money. We went and bought a bus. The next day, pulled up to OG Lori's house. I'm like, you're a welder. You love basketball. You're 60 years old. You're still hooping. You're not slowing down anytime soon. Can we put hoops on that bus? We did a little basic drawing. Put the hoops. First, it was made with like 2x4s made out of wood. Mm-hmm. And then we graduated to metal and official backboards. But, yeah, we put some 2x8 backboard custom made. The first, it was, like I said, it was a wooden piece. Mm-hmm. Launched the hoop bus instantly, just people gravitating, right? That feeling where we were going to a park, now everybody.
It's so dope.
And now it's curious, right? They're pulling up. They're asking questions. OG's playing. Kids is playing. And now we're moving places. I'm like, meet us at Venice. We're going to do a tour of all the playgrounds around L.A. We're going to Watts. We're going to Inglewood. We're going to the Crenshaw Court, the Nipsey Hussle Court we did. Yeah. And we're showing all of these courts. We're doing a tour of the parks, like, where it all originated.
And you're also videotaping so content, so now the world is seeing it as well, too.
The world is seeing it. We embarking 30 people on the bus, right? There's kids, there's pastors, there's boys, there's girls. Yeah. And it's a whole vibe. Yeah. And we really like sparking that golden era of street ball. And it's like, yes, that's cool. and Kobe dies. Then we do a Kobe pilgrimage to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Extraordinary, right? We're driving through 4 blizzards.
Damn.
5 of these guys, mouthpiece, sick with it on the bus. Elijah that you saw, be rough. We go through the most insane. Kobe had just died, so we decided, like, we saw that Kobe logo. We're like, Kobe's going to guide us. Gigi's going to guide us. We're going to drive it from L.A. to Chicago. We have no idea what the bus could do. It's the middle of February. We're going to All-Star Week. Bus makes it. It's a giant ice cube. It's negative, like 10 degrees in Chicago. Crazy wind, crazy snow. Net is frozen. And, we spent a week in Chicago in the freezing cold, and everybody hooped. We brought the kids from the west side down to Broadway. Foot Locker was sponsoring the activation. All the kids get free kicks. And, the brands are like, yo, this is dope. Like, here's 200 pairs of sneakers. Here's like, yo, can y'all keep spraying love? Like, we getting donations left and right. Like, I don't have to ask anymore, right? Yeah. For years, I'm sending pitch decks. I'm like, look at this league.
You're
like,
begging them to give you something.
I'm like, can we get 30 minutes on your calendar to tell you about this great program? And now, like,
they're calling you.
People coming to us. And I'm like, oh, word. And then we go cross country, right? Black Lives Matter, George Floyd. Like, we seen people on the streets again. We seen protests. I come from France. We're the land of all protests, right? Like Marie Antoinette, you don't like it, we're going to take it to the court. We're taking over the kingdom. We'll burn it up. And, like, I've been part of hundreds of protests without even wanting to be. Like, you walk outside and it's a protest. You're like, what are these people protesting about? They look crazy, but, like, all right, go for it. Right. I feel it. I like the energy. And that's the first time in L.A. where I felt like people were just, like, together on a unison of, like,
because you wasn't here for the Rodney King.
Right. That was the last time you felt like
Rodney King, yes. Yeah.
Well, I think that was a whole other level of, like, rioting, right?
Well, it was a protest, but it was rioting as well, too. But they were rebellious because of what happened. And it led into them looting and the nonsense, but still.
It was a mix of both. But then there was all of these grassroots organizations that were born, right? We're going to protest this way so it can have longevity, and we're going to pass laws, and we're going to make change. Yep. And everybody became just motivated and united and together, and all the small organizations. And we're all going to be there, and it's 1,000 strong. And I was like, yes. I saw Santa. I had the bus in Venice. I would park it on Abbot Kinney at the time because it's the pandemic, so you could park anywhere.
Because nobody's out.
It's lawless. It's the greatest days, right? I have a hoop bus. All the hoops are locked. I got my hoop bus. You can't lock my hoop.
No, you can't. Yeah.
So I drove straight in the fire in Santa Monica, and it's like people come on board, like, thank you, man. Like, I needed to get a shot, and, like, people are crying, and it's like a podcast. I'm driving the bus. I'm trying to be super safe. I'm seeing all these roadblocks. I grab a ball. I hit one of the cops at the roadblock. I'm like, yo, shoot hoops, not guns. And they're like, shoot hoops, not. He shoots a big-ass brick. Everybody start laughing, right? So there's this human moment of, like, an officer.
He want to show you again. He probably shot
it. And then another officer makes a shot, and then they cheer for him. They're like, oh, wow, we cheering officers.
Yeah.
All right, that's different energy. And then they open the blockage. So now the bus comes through, right? So, like, where they're, like, had a roadblock, now we penetrate. And then it's like, I come home, hoop bus, the people's tank, moving through neighborhoods.
Yes.
And I'm just solo driving this fire, and then like 100 people call me, yo, I got a protest tomorrow. Can you pull up here? We pull up to Watts. Anyway, we get on protest downtown.
How many buses do you have now?
We went from one bus getting towed in downtown by the LAPD. That guy
I remember that video.
That guy was like, it's our bus now. LAPD got me a handcuff.
I remember that video, yes.
Reckless driving.
Yeah,
and then we go free the hoop bus. The PR department from the LAPD calls me the same night and like, yo, come pick up your bus. We got it out with a tow truck. I was like, oh, it's not your bus then. The same day, my boy Tori's doing a ride for Black Lives. He's doing the bike rides. We met at the Venice sign. And I get escorted by the captain of the LAPD in Venice. I'm like, yo, captain, I'm pulling up. I get a whole police escort to pull up on our cords. Mm-hmm. And that's just been a chain reaction. We drove to D.C. Again, no budget in the beginning. Just small donation, selling T-shirts at a gas station. Everybody will buy a T-shirt for $40.
Yeah.
It was like as grassroots get. And it was pure love, energy, back to like where VBL originated. All volunteers, photographers, videographers.
Did you get any pushback from what you was doing?
I mean, yeah, it's every day it's something. It's like especially BLM, right? Oh, lives matter. All right, cool. Let's give you the mic. You want to say something?
Yeah.
So we solved. I don't know what problem we solved, but we.
So during that time when it
we
was
lived
black,
a lot of amazing moments, right? I think for me, it's like the success of both VBL and is the joy that I was able to create for myself, right? Because VBL was the league that I always dreamed of playing, and I didn't create it to make it big. I needed somewhere to hoop. I don't know about the Drew. I don't want to play at the Y. I don't want to play. I don't want to play at the Beverly Hills League.
You created something that you wanted.
Yeah, bro. Where we hooping at?
Yeah.
Sorry, refs, mismatching jersey. Nobody even cares. They want to be there.
Yeah.
Cardio. Some dude that just jacked up with too much pre-workout trying to hurt you. I'm like, bro, no. I'll go to the beach and hoop.
Yeah.
And so Hoop Bus is the same foundation story, but after we came back from tour, NBA got a hold of us and was like, yo, we got this NBA 75 campaign.
That was dope.
We got an ice cream truck as a storyline. I think the Hoop Bus would be doper.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we pulled up the bus on set a week later. And they're like, art department, great job. Like, how'd you guys do this in a week?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, they found a shortcut.
They've been around for a while.
Yeah,
but
they've been around.
Yeah.
And then, we get, Braun and just LaMelo Ball and all these cats. And we kind of certified the mission, right? I guess viralized you got all these legends on the bus, right?
Yeah.
Kareem, Magic, hitting sky hooks in full pandemic. NBA didn't give me access to the footage. We released it anyway. They were like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, cease and desist. I'm like, this is our bus. We barely got paid to do that, too. I'm like, once they pitched it to me, and I'm like, all right, little NBA commercial, right? It's like, oh, we're going to use you guys as like a prop. I'm like, that's the main vehicle that drives through
the main focus.
Yeah, we like the main storyline in this whole thing. So I was like,
didn't Devin Booker drive it? They had like somebody,
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael, there you go.
It was supposed to be Michael Jordan, but he couldn't make it.
Makel B. Jordan drove it, and then it was a main feature.
Yeah, the main feature of the commercial is like, you pitched me a prop, and now I'm gonna release my footage, like. And this is so dope for the talent too, like, right? And then Devin Booker's agent is hitting me, yo, can I use that video for D-Book? Like, him shooting from the Cadillac. That's dope. Like,
that was dope.
We got the BTS that, like, you guys putting this multi-million-dollar commercial. Like, we're catching the vibe on set and, like, really leveling up with these people. Like, Zion coming on the bus, like, yo, this is sick. Like,
the Hoop Bus, and this is more rhetorical, but I'm going to answer this. The Hoop Bus enhanced the VBL as a brand.
No, I think it took away, to
really?
be honest, because it took away my time.
Oh, your time, because
you
are.
So like, I'm 100% Venice Ball. I'm Hoop Bus since birth of Venice.
So you're in
We've
DC,
been exporting, so all of the courts that I was building all over the city, all over the world, were Venice Ball courts.
Yeah.
And then I found out, right, like, you want to hit me for taxes? I'm in tax problems. Right? I was like, I don't know how, at the end of the year, everything that I got, I put back into what I love, right?
Yeah.
The game, I reinvest in the people and the stories and building courts. So now Hoop Bus, like, nonprofit, 100% of everything that we make, we could put back into the mission. I pay myself, like, it's like, okay, cool. I can live, and I can do what I love. Most importantly, the key ingredient to motivation, the key ingredient to success, I think. And I would do it. Yeah, I would do it.
So you say you have 5 buses now?
It's 9 buses.
Okay.
9 official buses.
Okay.
20 bootleg buses, as far as
bootleg buses.
Well, you see other people on the internet. Like
yes.
Dunk bus, the band something bus, Data bus,
and they're
the hoop
regional?
truck, the hoop something.
These buses are regional, so you have one on the West Coast, or a couple on the West Coast.
Yeah, they always move in, but primarily New York, LA, Chicago, Philippines.
The Philippines got that like jeepney or whatever, right?
Yeah, we got the all-terrain.
Yeah.
The dirt traveling machine with the foldable hoops. It's a 4-way basketball machine.
Yeah.
Right, it's hoops everywhere, man. I love. I would have never thought, like, yo, that was just the idea. The selfish understanding is like, I'm gonna go and do what I love with people that I love, and and catch a vibe every day. And now it's like, we had like 2 events today. We'll have 4 this weekend. And
so this is also dope because you talked earlier about how VBL was seasonal. So you pretty much went from these 3 or 4 months and then had to go get a job. So now instead of going working at some marketing company, you
or
can go,
DJ, right? Because
or
that was
DJ,
that was my gig, right? And
Yeah.
it's like nightlife became you were part of that. Just like
But
it's
now
boring.
you can actually
So
do
maybe-
this
yeah,
in
and
the
that's
off
real.
season. Now
and we could throw
becomes
parties and we could DJ outside.
in your elements.
Yes.
So you was able to kind of circumvent going and get a real job, and
true.
you actually did something you love. So that's dope. So what's next? So now you got this. So the Puma situation is dope because you've tapped into. You said Reebok was
Puma gave us the opportunity to redo a shoe.
Yeah, so
right? So it was Reebok, then Adidas, and then Puma called me the week before the season started, and I put it in my contract. I was like, that's cool.
Why'd they
But
call
I
you?
flexed it. What? They just like they
'Cause-
launched. Apparently, Jay-Z said there's a story that he came in the office. We need to mess with the cats in Venice because they're doing it right.
Jay-Z
Jigga
lives
man.
in the area, don't he?
No, well, he was the new brand director for Puma Hoops.
But
when they
rumor
relaunched.
has it he has a place in
in
Abbot
LA,
Kinney somewhere.
yeah.
In that,
So he's heard it or he's seen it. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
through the grapevine. But so when I heard that story, right internally, I was like, "Well, if Jigga man gonna vouch for me, and he gonna tell the head of Puma,
yep.
like I must be worth something." Because at that time, like I have I have zero. I'm going to the season with $1,000 a league fee per team.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm like, all right. It's 2 weeks till season. Where was y'all at? You know. I spent the whole year with no sponsor. The year before that, after the whole Rick Pitino madness and Adidas kind of
Jumped out of everything. They
yeah,
said,
a
no
whole
parts
lot
of
of
that.
story.
Yes.
Look at that story if you haven't. That was the beginning of NIL, the spark
Yes,
of
it
that whole
was, yes.
movement.
Yes.
And yeah, Puma, I was like, yo, I'm down. We could do it. Here's the price, but I need my own shoe. We want to be the Street Ball League to get their first recognition for their own signature shoe.
Yeah.
And now I've had the honor of doing 4 shoes with Puma.
Okay, nice.
So it's, we've been able to put our flair and stamp in street ball, and I don't know. Right now we're like talking about next 2 years is 20 years of EBL.
And you said you had a 5-year situation with him. So
No, right now we're like.
Is it a shoe every year though?
It's a shoe every year. Yeah.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's a shoe, but now this is it. The time has ran
Who designed
to
the
its
shoes?
expiration.
You design them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good creative direction. I'll always work with different graphic designers, but the storyline, the creative direction, I usually take all of that.
You guys have some. I mean, like your merch is always dope. Your uniform's dope. The shoe is dope. I seen the orange one. You got
Try to
so
make it a little bit different. Yeah.
But you can tell based on your history as a graffiti artist.
You see it, right?
You can see it based on the cultures in there. You know what I'm saying? So you see that. Even the visuals of your ads and stuff, you can see hip hop and what you come from.
This year was really intentional. It was like 06 to infinity. We're going to bring you back to that era. I don't know if you noticed, we made the shorts like below the knees. So
I seen that.
Everybody was rolling
them up or whatever. Yeah, you pull up in the old limousine or whatever. Yeah,
bro. I mean, the nostalgia of that. For me, again, those were the glory days. That's the foundation of me coming to LA, of who I am as like a street ball player. And I think I'm nostalgic, and it's 06 to infinity. So that era, I'm going to take everywhere we go as part of the DNA.
Yeah. And we talk about the Souls of Mischief reference. Most people, you being in the Bay Area
That's true.
as a kid, it's a full circle moment.
And I just got to meet the cat like 2 weeks ago on the High Road Day. I happened to be in San Francisco. We had just launched the Hoop Bus tour.
That's dope.
And the next day, I'm like, oh, it's High Road Day? Hieroglyphics?
High Road Day,
and
yes,
I just pulled up with a bus, and they're like, what y'all doing here? I was like, well, it's High Road Day. Like, we're big fans.
That's a good thing about the bus is that you can pull up anywhere. And people say, oh, I like this. Right?
Yeah, it's like you're not really allowed, but that's dope. And, and
come on in and hang out, and you get access to things that you wouldn't normally get access to. So that's it. So what's next?
It's a party outside the party, right? It
Yeah.
becomes its own experience within the experience.
Yeah. So what's next? So we know we got, of course, you got season 21, right? And then
I think it's this is a big reflective year for us. We're working on a 20th anniversary documentary. I'm working on a wax project. I've been for a long time. I've recorded about 15 original tracks.
Okay.
That we produce. I want to do a record.
Oh, really?
That signifies this 20 years. I think we need to talk about that.
Definitely. The
nostalgia,
soundtrack, right?
And we're working on like a VHS documentary. And and a coffee table book. So
Dope.
This 20 years of like documenting and living real life street ball and these stories that we've experience. I want to be able to narrate and so that someone can understand and feel and hopefully be inspired.
Yeah.
Whether it's what is your sensory experience, or you want to listen to it, you want to look at it, you want to watch it,
Yeah.
or all of the above.
Yeah. Now
Or
coffee
you
table
want
books
to
are
be
dope.
hit
Yeah.
with the above. So it's a reflective year. I don't know. Again, I still don't know. We're gonna change the format of VBL this summer. It might just get back to a tournament flow. It's gonna be bigger, but maybe a little bit shorter, so it leaves me more room to explore the world.
Exactly.
I'm a basketball explorer, man.
And it's tough for
that's
you.
the core. For me, I'm a hoop hunter. Like, I can't stay still in one place. So
And you're every week, and you have to be here to do that, and you don't.
We can't. And then it's like, like we could pass it. We could let somebody else kind of run it, but it's.
But
like,
you're a control guy, so you need.
No, I'm not in control. I've learned how to control. We got 9 buses. We're doing 500 events a year.
But the VBL is your baby.
Is the baby.
Is your baby.
Is the burst. And I've watched, like how everyone else operates around it. And maybe someone, if you're seeing this, you think you got what it takes to be a real leader and visionary and take the game further than it's been, right? Because we always want to get ahead.
Yeah.
And also give unconditionally. You think you're built for that? Tap in, please.
100%. 100%.
Applications are always open.
Yes.
It's a 365 internship. You got to go. You got to learn the hard way. You're going to get on the court, first meeting. Everybody's got to go through the audition. Breakfast Club, show me that you're a good team player. Show me that you got grit. You don't got to be the best at hoop, but you got to be you got to want it. And then you go through the internship, and then, all my interns now are captains, executive directors. So, I'm definitely, ready to, get away from just, responsibilities in general.
Especially the league stuff. League is tough.
Yeah, the league is a lot. And then, again, the Who Bus is the people's bus. VBL is the people's league.
Yeah.
If people are less motivated to play outside, I'm going to go where
the people are at.
Where the people want it,
Yeah.
when the people appreciate it, where it's great for it. You got to listen to signs. It's like, you trying to push, you push, and it's like, we went from.
You ever thought about doing
120 guys trying out to 75 this year. The demand is lower.
Yeah.
My sales is down 80% in the summer.
Damn.
Sales down 80%. It's crazy. So it's we understand there's a real recession coming, but basketball is the one universal tool that's still free $99.
Yeah.
You can play barefoot. I've seen it in the Philippines. You don't need nothing but a ball and a hoop. And I want to get back to the basic. That's what the Who Bus is. And
you ever thought about tapping into the AAU side of things and doing a VBL?
I see it. I went to Times Square. They had a great AAU tournament. It was super dry.
We're doing an actual team that's kind of year round.
I want to stay away from anything that feels too commercial.
Gotcha.
It needs to be people first. It needs to be community first. And then, with that in mind, can we bring some corporate support, right?
Gotcha.
But with the community in mind. It's how are we going to show up?
Well, you're now
you can't just show up and brand our thing. Okay, cool. These guys ain't got shoes. Go to the community. What y'all need? Oh, we need new net. We need new rims. We need new bleachers. All right, cool. Puma. Now we got a point of leverage to be that's what the community needs. You guys need the branding, the marketing, the experience. You need the people's voice, and let's put it all together. 100%. And then it's win-win all around. That's what I want to be in that space of I don't got to drag. I don't got to force you to do anything. I don't got to sell you. You see what we're doing. It's intentional. It's genuine. And bro, we got an event this week. I'm flying to London in 2 weeks. We're about to do a cross-European tour.
That's dope.
From London to France to Belgium to Germany.
Powered
fun, by the NBA. I'm having a blast. I'm trying to keep up with my old self. I'm thinking I got all that.
You get up now to bed now.
The motivation is driven by the joy that you can create for yourself every day.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
And how you can bring people along. So, infinite source of possibilities at this point. The roadmap is open.
I love it.
It's open.
So we're going to get out of here now. Where can we find you? I know that you are, is it Venice Ball?
Yeah, Venice Ball, the Who Bus. I might start putting some stuff on my own page, Organico. Nico Naismith, the basketball architect. I'm trying to find more time so I could do more artistic things that don't require any type of deliverables and production value.
Yeah.
But right now, one day at a time, with joy, with care. Follow your dreams mostly. Don't follow me.
Yeah.
Follow your heart. Look for clues. Get outside. Go play. Stop overthinking. Get off your screen. Eat healthy. Stay hydrated. Stay motivated. Stay around people that challenge you, that are going to nourish you, that are going to inspire you, that are going to educate you. Be a sponge. There's so much to this world. There's so much to this life. So, yeah.
That's dope. Well, man, I appreciate you coming through. It's been a long time coming, and this is just the beginning of something special. Maybe we'll have the podcast hit the tour as well, too, and do the Hoops and Hip Hop podcast on the Hoop Bus.
Y'all see it, man.
Then,
comment, subscribe, man.
There we
Hoops
go.
and Hip Hop.
Exactly,
Let's
man.
Get Mello on the road.
My man, Nick, I appreciate you as always, man. Your energy is always infectious, no matter what.
Man.
Every time I see you, no matter what.
Right back at you,
I
Mello.
always come back recharged and rejuvenated,
Real
man.
one,
So,
man.
Yes,
It takes
sir.
one to one.
Yes,
And
sir.
we're living in a place of dreams, right? You can imagine it. If you could dream it,
100%.
you can do it. So.
100%. So make sure you follow him, Venice Ball. Make sure you follow me, all my platforms. Of course, we got Pudge 55 on the boards over there. So make sure you check him out as well too. But in the meantime, in between time, we are out. Peace.
Thank you for this very reflective moment.
Of course, man.